accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A quick throw by Kaepernick complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Touchdown, Titans. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. It's Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Colts. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles, 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now because this team is playing pretty well. They've had a couple of injuries. That could plague them down the stretch. But their intensity doesn't waver. I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoffs. And if you're on their road, things can be bumpy for you.
75 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Throwing is Kaepernick on third down. Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Grover Stewart forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 24. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Kaepernick. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Titans first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one. So now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Kaepernick now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bullet good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Off the option, here's Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10, Taylor now. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Off the play fake, Bridgewater sliding out of the pocket. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Bridgewater. He'll drop this down to Taylor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll come out in the pistol. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Taken in by Sprinkle, a little pitch and catch.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Over the middle, it's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Touchdown! Jeremy Sprinkle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Play action now. Bridgewater. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. To try again after the sack. Bridgewater. That ball caught by Campbell. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Well, he had his eyes on 200 yards last week, earned him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he was really, really good. Fun to watch back in tape with you.
It was fun to watch, wasn't it? He's trying to have the same type of a game in this one. But what was fun watching was how he read the defense. No matter what they presented, he had an answer for it, and that's why he was open during that game.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater going to keep it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. Not losing with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
46 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Yeah, the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On the counter, it's Taylor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Touchdown, Colts. That's caught. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Bridgewater will try and throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Kaepernick. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big play that time for the Titans.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To throw, Kaepernick. Caught on the right side by Jones. And it's a Titans touchdown. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to take the lead. Really good on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Play fake. Bridgewater. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
the option to give to Taylor here. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Working with a 2nd and 3. They go play action. Bridgewater. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox.
To Mo Alley-Cox. It's a gain of 6. First down, Colts. That's the end of the third quarter.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 16.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And that is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Kaepernick again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Man open, here is Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now Gordon on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 52 is the mic right here, over there.
Kaepernick now to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. A throw out wide by Kaepernick is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Bo Scarborough. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Jermaine Carter on the stop. A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on what could be a pivotal 3rd and goal now in a tie ball game. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. So now Randy Bullock with an important field goal try here. This for the lead in the final stages. Bullock's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
On the return is Hines. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Pass complete to Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Off the option, here's Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now Bridgewater. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Bridgewater to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
2nd and 10. And he'll decide to keep this once more. Down to the 25. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Bridgewater. Steps away to his left, and that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the outcome?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point up and good by Bullock. They will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look up from the defense do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they... And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because We were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Titans, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.